Hey, what's up, y'all? Over here, I need to point that way so you can see what I'm looking at. This should have been part 6 of building a community shoe with building a community shoe, building a custom shoe with Community Made and with Noah, and I have that video on here. But when they were making the shoe, they didn't form the shoe the correct way. Now, this is really important, and I want you guys to kind of, listen to this and understand where I'm coming from. When I made shoes with my brand Arch, I had to pay for the shoes, and then I had to have them shipped. And they would come in from China, and I would have a 10% damage rate. And I would be making 100 pair at a time. So 10 pair, it cost me about $35 a pair to make my shoes. And at $35, 10 pair was $350 that was immediately cut from my profit margin. And I'm a new brand, and I couldn't sell the shoes for really more than 50 bucks and 60 bucks. It was very hard to get people to pay $75 for an unknown brand. Now, Community Made is not a known entity, even though they should be, but they're in downtown LA. And as I've been talking about through this whole process of making a shoe, the best thing about working with someone in the US is being able to call when you want to call, or being able to talk with them whenever you want to talk to them. And during the process of them making my custom shoe, as they finished it, I need to go to it actually because I'm talking and you're looking at the golf. This is not the golf traction, this is the limited traction. But they have a golf shoe that looks very similar to it. But I want you to notice the shape of the traction, this shoe here. Now, this was my shoe. You can't recognize it, but Noah pulled my shoe back from being shipped, and he was like, no, that's not the shape of the shoe. When they made the toe box, they made the toe box too high. And the possible reason for that was, if you look at the outsole here where I'm moving my mouse and I go back, these are outsoles that they had already kind of made up and ready to go on to the last, and they could put the shoe together. My custom shoe, they actually cut the EVA in shop, cut the EVA, and then they put and I'm going back again. If you notice, this is a different outsole. Now I'm going to go to a different shoe here so you can see the shape of it. Now this is also a traction, and this is from their line. You can go online and buy this shoe right now. But if you look at the outsole, it has more of a athletic outsole with the herringbone pattern. And you can look at the shape of the shoe here, and you can see how it slopes downward. This was my shoe. My shoe did not slope downwards. They put the toe counter in the incorrect way. Any other brand or any other manufacturer would have sent that shoe to me, and that would have been the end of it. Working with someone who is in the United States, shoe cobblers, who can go back in, pull the shoe apart, and fix it. But I really want you to look at the outsole on this thing. I wish, man, we did a video, and I wanted to show you guys a video of it. But because they're taking the shoe apart again, so the shape will look more like this, you don't get to see this kind of crepe-looking rubber outsole. It's not crepe. It's not a crepe sole. But, man, that thing looks incredible, right? So that's my hemp and suede with this cross stitch right here and the green Community Made logo. They took the shoe back, and they are going to redesign it. All right, here goes the picture where you can actually see the problem with the shape of it. Now that you see the OG tractions and the luxury traction, you can see the problem with the shape of my shoe. It doesn't look as good. It doesn't look as good. So they pulled it back, and they're going to redo the shoe to make it look better. If you're making a custom shoe and you can do these things for your customer, it's an amazing process to go through. They are going to begin, I think when I called to ask about the shoe, they didn't even feel bothered by me bothering them. They were in a pitch meeting with potential investors. If this brand can move across the country into different cities, a quote unquote key city strategy, Community Made has the potential to create jobs, to bring manufacturing back to the US. it's truly something that we all should support and look at as a model for the creation of footwear. Now, they did make the golf shoe. Could they make a running shoe in enough quantity to supply everyone? Probably not. And maybe that's not the goal that should be for the country. What we do need is an opportunity to have beautifully handmade, handcrafted shoes made by artisans who live here in the country, who can put back into the community. Remember, they donate a percentage to the community that they're in from every shoe that's made. I'm so excited about this process. I offered my services to them to type and write. And they were like, no, Chris, thank you. We really appreciate that. And we're glad you like us so much. But I want so badly for people to know about this because of what I went through in my business. And I think it's important that you guys understand that. Starting a shoe company is extremely difficult. I tried it by myself twice. I fell short. Here is a team that's doing the right way and making some amazing product. I hope you guys watch these videos in the series. We're coming back next week with my shoe is going to be correctly shaped. And I'll do another video at that time, but I just wanted to make sure I gave you guys a heads up because it's been a week since I updated you on the process of what's happening with the custom shoe. Shout out Noah and COMUNITymade, Shannon and Scott, the co-founders of the company, downtown LA, West, y'all. Get my A's right, LA. It's just a very cool process, and I hope you guys appreciate these videos. Thank you to the new subscribers. That's it. Maybe I'll buy a pair of COMUNITymade's and do a giveaway. Keep posted for that. I think I will do that. I think I'll buy a pair and do a giveaway. So if you watch this video and you watch to the end, let me know if you want me to do that. And I think I'll set that up and I'll do it. That's it, y'all. I'll see you guys on the next one. That's Insider Ties for this week. That's building a custom shoe with COMUNITymade. Have a great weekend, y'all. Stay in the house. Binge. No hoops or anything else. I'm watching Evil Dead with my son. We're kicking it, going back into the 80s and looking at stupid movies. Hey, it's something that you do, man. Enjoy your family. Love on each other. Stay in the house. Be well. Peace.